Hello everyone, welcome to session 22 of Selenium training. In today's training, I'm going to continue the arrays concept. So in the last session, I explained how to actually define, create, assign, and access a two-dimensional array, right? And now I explained both the representations, normal representation and shortcut representation of a two-dimensional array too. In today's session, I am going to explain some remaining stuff like how to use the length predefined variable with two-dimensional arrays and how to use for loop with two-dimensional arrays. Okay. So this is one program. Let my Eclipse IDE launch. Meanwhile, let me launch it. Okay, my Eclipse IDE is getting launched. Let's wait for it to launch. So first of all, I am going to explain how to use length predefined variable with a two-dimensional array. I already explained how to use length predefined with a single dimensional array, right? I'm going to explain with the help of two-dimensional array. Okay, my Eclipse IDE got launched. So we'll do one thing. I'll open the demo.java, clear this one out. So inside the main method, there's nothing, guys, right? Let me create an integer array variable a is equal to how to create a shortcut representation of two-dimensional array, guys. So let's say I want to have like this 6, 3, 9, 7, 4, 5. What's the problem here? Here it is a two-dimensional array, right? Two-dimensional array. So how many single dimensional arrays are in this two-dimensional array? First single dimensional array, second single dimensional array. In each single dimensional array, there are 3 elements, right? Here 3 elements are there. So I want to use the length. I want to use the length predefined variable with the two-dimensional array. So if I write like this, system dot out dot println a dot length, what will happen, guys? What will happen if I try to print the a dot length array? What will happen? Can anyone guess the result here? Okay, right. Anyone, guys? Speak out. Okay, fine. So few people have pinged that the answer is 2, right? How can the a dot length maybe 2? 2. Here many elements are there, right? Only 2 got printed. Why? This is because at a high level, a dot length will calculate the number of single dimensional arrays, guys. Okay, here first single dimensional array, second single dimensional array. So how many are there? How many arrays are there in this two-dimensional array? 2. So a dot length will print 2, guys. The number of single dimensional array in this two-dimensional array will be printed when you say a dot length. But what if I want to count the length of the elements in this first single dimensional array of this two-dimensional array? How to do that? System dot out dot println a of 0 dot length. Right? What is a of 0 here? This is 0. A of 0 is this one. A of 1 is this one, right? A of 0 is this one. A of 1 is this one. So if I say a of 0 dot length, what will be printed, guys? So a of 0 dot length. How many elements are in this first array? A of 0 means first array. 3. 3 will be printed. System dot out dot println. Yes. A of 1 dot length dot leng. Sorry. Okay. So what will be printed now? A of 1 dot length.
3.
Yes, right. So here the second array, size of the second array, that is 1, 2, 3. 3 will be printed here. Let's run it, guys. Let's confirm whether we are on the page or not. Right click, run as Java application. The program is kind of executing now. Okay. So the first one got printed as 2 correctly, and remaining 3, 3. 3, 3, correct. Okay. This is how the length predefined can be used with a two-dimensional array, guys. Now let's move to the next one. How to use for loop with two-dimensional arrays. Okay. Using for loop with a two-dimensional array. Here already two-dimensional array is already there. Shortcut representation, guys. Okay. Let's have it. Okay. So for int I is equal to 0, semicolon, I less than how many elements? 2, right? I less than this first a dot length, semicolon, I plus plus. In that, inside this for loop, create another for loop, guys, which will have the length like this, second internal length. This 2 is an external length, right? A dot length is 2. So 1, 2. Inside 1 and 2, again, 3 elements are there. So create a for loop inside this external for loop. For int j is equal to 0, j less than anything. You can either take this one or this one. Both are resulting in 3 only, right? So take this one. A of 0 dot length, semicolon, j plus plus. Okay. So here, this is a child for loop. This is a parent for loop. There is a parent for loop, and inside that parent for loop, there is a child for loop, guys. In the child for loop, write system dot out dot println. Instead of if I write print, I will first of all use this println, guys. Later I will format the output. Okay. First I will use this thing and print it, and later I will format the output. Okay. Just consider it as single go, so that you once you understand the problem, you can understand the how we can format. Okay. Fine. So int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length, j is equal to 0, j less than j less than a of 0 dot length, j plus plus. Here I will write a of I j. Okay, a of ij. What will happen here, guys? So let me explain this program. So this is a two-dimensional array. System dot. Don't worry about these things. You already know what they are. Remove this if you want to remove. So this is a program. So the program execution will start here. Array will be declared, created, initialized, assigned, right? Now we are trying to access the array elements with the help of this for loops. First, external for loop is like for int I is equal to 0. The value of I is 0. I less than a dot length. I less than a dot length. What is a dot length, guys? 1, 2. So a dot length is 2. I less than 2. Since 0 is less than 2, that's correct, right? We'll go inside this for loop. When I is equal to 0, 0 less than 2, it went into the for loop. Now for int j is equal to, so here I will write a comment saying at present I value is 0. Right? Now int j is equal to 0, j less than a of 0 dot length. So j is 0, 0 less than a of 0 dot length. What is a of 0 dot length? 1, 2, 3, right? The size of this is 3. So 0 less than 3, true. It will go inside this internal for loop. So at this point, j is equal to also is equal to 0. Now system dot out dot println a of ij. A of what is the current value of I? 0. What is the current value of j? 0. A of 0, 0. What is A of 0, 0, guys? A of 0 is this one. Inside that again 0, 1, 2 will be there. A of 0, 0. That is 6. Okay, 6 will be printed here. Yes. 6 will be printed in the output. After that, after printing the value 6, the control will go from here to j++. Okay. J will become 1 now. J++ means j will become 1. Again the control will go here. After the j got incremented, the control will come here, guys. So 1 less than a of 0 dot length. 1 less than 3. Again true. Okay. Again true. So system dot out dot println a of 0, a of 1. A of 0, 1. What is a of 0, 1? A of 0 is this one. In that 1 is 3. Right? This is 0, this is 3. So here after 6, 3 will be printed. 3 will be printed here. Yes. That is also done. Again j++. The value of j will be incremented by 1. That is 2 this time. 2 less than 3. Again true. It will come here. A of 0, 2. What is A of 0, 2? A of 0 is this one. In that 0, 1, 2. That is 9. So 9 will be printed. Now again control will come here. J++ j will become 3. 3 less than 3 is false. It will not go inside the for loop. It will come out of this for loop. It will go here, guys. Right? It will go here. So when it goes here, the control again automatically will go to I++. This is an external for loop. Ending of the external for loop, it will go to I++. So I became 1. I++ means 0 to 1. Incremented by 1. So 1 less than 2. Again true. It will come inside. Right? It will come inside this for loop. So again child for loop came into picture. Now again j became 0. So j became 0. J is equal to 0. 0 less than 3. True again. Right? It will come here. A of, now the I value is 1. J value is 0. A of 1, 0. A of 1 means this one. 0 means this one. A of 0 is this one. A of 1 is this one. So it will come to A of 1. In that 1, again j is 0. That means 0th element. 7. 7 will be printed. After that, control will come to j++. J will become 1. So this time 1 less than 3, again true. So A of 1, 1. A of 1, 1. What is A of 1, 1? A of 1. Inside that again 1. So 4 will be printed. Again j++. J will become 2. 2 less than 3 is again true. A of 1, 2. A of 1 is this one. 2 is the value 5. 5 will be printed. After that j++. J will become 3. 3 less than 3. False. It will come out of this for loop. Again it will go to the end of the external for loop and it will go to this I++. I will become 2. Now 2 less than 2. False. 2 less than 2 is false. So it will come out of this external for loop also. So at last every element got printed, guys, right? Using this master and child for loops, we have printed all the elements of the two-dimensional array. Run this. 639, 639, 745. 745 got printed. But I don't like the format, guys. This is not how I want to print. I want to print in a better format like this. I want to print in this way, guys. So I want to print like this. 6, 3, 9, 7, 4, 5. I want to print in this format rather than printing in a linear way, that is one after the another like this. I want to print in this format. What to do? How to print in this format, guys? So for that, I need to make small changes to this program. So one small change here is system.out.print. Instead of print ln, I will remove this ln. So simply I will say print, and at the end of this I will add plus some space I will add this. Okay. So at the end of this for loop, child for loop, I will add system dot out dot println. Simple. Okay, like this. What will happen? So when I is equal to 0, first, okay, when I is equal to 0, from the first 0 less than a dot length, that is 0 less than 2, it will go inside this for loop, child for loop, because this is true. So j is equal to 0, here j is equal to 0, 0 less than 3, it will print a of 0 0 and space, right? So that means 6, some space will be printed. After that j plus plus will happen, j will become 1, again 0 1, 0 1 means 3 will be printed, 6 space 3 space 9 will be printed. After these three elements got printed in this child for loop, this will come out of the for loop and it will println. That the control will go to the next line. Again, next three statements will be printed here. So right click, run as Java application. You see the format. 6 space 3 space 9. After 9, j will become 3. 3 less than 3 will be false. It will come out of this for loop and it will say println. The control will go to the, after printing 9 and space here, it will control will go to this line. Again, I will become 1. 1 less than 2 is true. It will go inside this internal for loop and this time it will print 745. 7 space 4 space 5. After this loop got completed, it will come out of this loop and again it will println. Okay, this is how this format can be achieved, guys. Okay, by just modifying the print and by introducing the println statement in the master for loop and just modifying the println statement to print with an addition of space in the child for loop, this kind of format can be achieved. Okay, so this is how you have to use for loop with two-dimensional array, guys. Okay, and also we can achieve this format by just modifying the print statements. So is it clear, guys? So far, is it clear? Any questions?
No, Arun. It's clear so far.
Okay. Fine. So let me go to the next concept, that is arrays and object class. Okay. How to use object class in arrays. So before I explain how to use object class with arrays, first I need to explain what is an object class, right? I need to first explain what is an object class. So what is an object class in Java? Object class. What is an object class in Java? Out of all the classes in Java, all the predefined classes or whatever the different classes, guys, it may be predefined, user defined, whatever the classes. For all the classes, object class is a parent, guys. Okay, it is at the root. Under the object class, all the remaining classes will come. Okay, like this. It can be anywhere. Okay, object class is a eldest class. You can say eldest class. All the remaining are like younger classes. Okay, so everyone should fall under the object class, guys. In Java, object class is a first class or major class, the parent class, and all the remaining classes, whatever that are there in the Java, will come under this object class. Okay, so that's about the object class. Topmost class in Java is nothing but object class. Let's find it out. Let's go to website. Just Google search for Java 8 API. Just Google search for Java 8 API. Click on this first link, overview Java 8 platform SC Oracle Docs. Click on this one. Let's find out. Just locate the object class, guys. You see, this is the object class. Object class. Object class is a parent class of all the classes in Java, guys. Okay. Whatever the class you take, all the classes will fall under this object class. Okay. Anything? 1 minute. Let's go to any class. You see, when I go to paper class, what is there, guys? What is the parent class? This is the top class, right? And bottom is the paper class. This is the top class, that is object. Object is the parent of the paper. Let me go to another class, maybe printer job. Here, printer job is a child class and object is a parent class. For every class you see, object is a parent class, guys. Here you see, provider not found exception is a class. For this provider not found exception, runtime exception is the immediate parent. For runtime exception, exception is a parent. For exception, throwable is a parent. For throwable, object is a parent. But at the top, you see, guys, everywhere on the top, object is a parent. Okay, wherever you go, object is going to be a parent class. Whatever the page, go to any class here. Go to any class in this particular page. Okay, tab set. You see object again. Wherever you go, guys, any class in the say Java API, object class will be the parent class of all the classes, guys. Object class is the parent class of all the classes in Java. Topmost class in Java. So, as it is a topmost class in Java, it comes with some benefits, guys. Okay. So the benefit that object class is there is like it can store any type of values. Okay, it can store any type of values, guys. So let's say, let me show you a simple example. What I am talking about. Remove this code. Okay, remove this code. In this code, let me write int a is equal to some 5. Okay. What if I want to store, instead of numerical value like 5, integer value like 5, I want to store some string value, xyz. What is happening, guys? It is giving him an error, type mismatch. You cannot provide string value, string literal into the integer variable. String literal cannot be provided in integer variable, guys. Okay. Only integer literals or numerical literals can be assigned to the variables which are declared as int type. Is there any way I can assign any type of value to this particular variable? Is there any way that I can make this variable so that it can intake any type of value, any type of literal? It should intake. It may be string, it may be character, it may be numerical, it may be decimal. Anything should be intaken by this variable. But int will not be, int is all not allowing, right? When I try to store the string text into this particular variable a, int is rejecting that. What if I say object class? Object a is equal to 5. It's intaking. It's working. Now if I say xyz, no errors, guys. You see, even string is being accepted by this variable a now because it is declared with object class. And next is some character, single character. Okay, I can even store boolean values like this. True. You see, it will intake. False. No errors. No compiler errors. You are not getting any compiler errors, right? So 1.3, sorry, 1.3456, so 5 something. Okay, it can take decimal values also. Like that, guys, when I declare a particular variable with object class, which is the topmost class of all the classes in Java, it can take any value. Any kind of literal can be stored into this particular variable, which is declared with object class, which is the topmost class in Java. Okay, guys, this is what you need to understand. Now, I'm going to apply this object class to the arrays concept. Okay, to the arrays concept. Let me demonstrate that. If I say int integer array a is equal to single dimensional array, I'm going to take. Here I want to write 5, 8, 9, 3, 6, sorry, 9, 3, 6, 2, 1. Okay, like this. All these are integer values. That's why I can store into this variable a, which is declared with integer array type, right? What if I change these things? For example, I say yes, I want to store different type of values into this variable a, and when I say single character is accepted, few characters can be converted, guys. Between character to integer to character conversion is possible, but when I provide string like xyz, it cannot be done. Okay, it will give an error. If I give a boolean value like this, true, it cannot be taken. 6.3 something, okay, some decimal value. It is also giving error. These three are not matching. Now, any other things are there, guys? String, boolean, decimal. Okay, I think that's enough. So this is a problem, right? If I want to store different type of values into the single variable, So single variable of integer array type, it cannot be done. Simply what I have to do, guys? Anyone guess it? What I have to do? If I have to store different type of values into the single variable, what I have to do?
Object class.
Yes, I need to replace this int with object class. Simple. Okay. You see, all the values got replaced. All the issues has been gone. Right? Yes, right. Right, Srinath. Whatever you pinged over chat is correct. That's it, guys. Simple. Okay. This is the advantage of the object class. You can store any type of values. Okay. For for each loop, let's use for each loop. Okay. How to use for each loop? Now in this case, how to use for each loop? So here, all the elements, okay, individually, there are different types, right? They are of which type? Object type. Copy this object here. Okay. Everyone is an object class kind of thing. Object, you can give temp kind of thing here and say, sorry, A. Okay, temp A. This is a temporary variable. If I say system dot out dot println, if I print temp, that's it, guys. It will print all the values. Let me clear the previous output. Right click, run as Java application. 5 S XYZ Boolean value, decimal value, everything got printed, guys. This is how, if you have different type of values and if you want to store that into a single array, then you have to go with the object array. Then you have to go with the object array, guys. That's the concept of object array. That's about the arrays and object class, guys. Now let's move to the next one. Disadvantages of arrays. What are the disadvantages of the arrays? What is the disadvantage of the array? Let me write a simple array. Int a is equal to new int of sum 3. A of 0 is equal to 9. A of 1 is equal to sum 3. A of 2 is equal to 6. Okay, this is what the array, right? If I say system dot, so system dot out dot println some a of 0 plus, I'm adding some space in between, and I will say a of 1 now. Again some space, appending some space plus a of 2, like this. When I run this program, what will be printed? 9 space 3 space 6 will be printed, right? 9 space 3 space 6 will be printed. That's fine. Now, at this point, I want to say a of 3 is equal to some 9. Can I do, guys? Okay, it's accepting, right? But when I run this program, you will see an error. You see, some exception came into picture, guys. So which line? 16th line. That is 16th line. Some exception error got displayed. Error Java error is nothing but an exception, guys. Okay. Array index out of bounds exception. That means here you specified the array size as 3, but 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth element. You cannot do that, right? The size of the arrays, you specified the size of the array as 3. Only 3 are allowed, guys. You cannot have the fourth one. You cannot have the fourth element. When you try to do the fourth element, you will get this kind of errors or exceptions in Java. Okay, this is a problem with arrays, guys. Arrays, once you declare and create an array, you cannot change the size in between the programs. I cannot change the size somewhere after print statement. I cannot change the size of this particular array and try to store the fourth element. That's not possible, guys. Okay, once declared and created, only that many number of elements are allowed. You cannot increase this particular array size dynamically. It cannot be increased. Once declared and created, only you should follow that fixed size. It cannot be dynamic. Static kind of thing is there, guys. Okay, that's the problem with the arrays. The disadvantage of the arrays is arrays are fixed in size. That doesn't mean that you should not use arrays. You will still use that, but a disadvantage of array is that it's not flexible enough to increase in size dynamically. Okay, that is the only disadvantage. But still you have to use arrays, guys. Irrespective of the disadvantage of array, you still have to use the arrays concept, but arrays cannot be used for dynamic increase of the size. Okay, once you specify the size, throughout the complete program, the size will be same. It cannot be increased or reduced, right? So that's only the disadvantage, which arrays cannot solve. Once the array is created, there is no chance of decreasing or increasing the size of the array, right? So how to overcome this disadvantage, guys? Okay, whenever you want to have an array kind of thing, and you want to either increase or decrease the size of the array kind of concept. If you want to have the increasing or decreasing thing as part of the arrays, you cannot go with arrays, guys. Arrays have this particular limitation that they are fixed in size. In this case, guys, you have to go with something known as collections. Okay, collections need to be used in place of arrays. When you want to have a dynamic array kind of thing, you have to use collections. Collections overcome this particular disadvantage of the arrays, which is nothing but arrays are fixed in size, whereas collections are growable in size. Okay, so but this is not the correct time, guys. I will not be explaining the collections right away. I will be explaining collections at the end of the Java sessions. Okay, the last sessions of the Java, I will be covering the collections part. Okay, till then let's wait. For now, just understand that there is a disadvantage of array, that arrays are fixed in size. To overcome this fixed in size problem, we have to go with collections. Wherever there is no need of increasing the array size, then you have to use arrays, guys. Whenever you want to increase the array size kind of thing, arrays cannot solve, so you have to go with collections. Fine, collections will be explained in the future sessions, guys. So for now, let's understand at a high level. That's it. Clear, guys? Is arrays concept clear for everyone?
Yes, Arun.
Okay. Fine, guys. Then what we'll do now is let's move to the next topic, that is strings. Let's move to the next topic, that is strings. Strings. So if you remember, while I was explaining the primitive data types, what are the different primitive data types? Anyone? Anyone? What are the different primitive data types? Guys?
Integer, character, double,
Okay.
long, float.
Any other?
Byte,
Yes.
Boolean,
Boolean.
Yes.
string.
String is not a primitive data type. Non-primitive.
It's
right?
predefined class, yeah.
Yes. It is a predefined class or non-primitive data type, but not
Yeah.
primitive data type. So int, char, long, float, byte, boolean, short. Right? These are the different primitive data types. How many are there, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. Coming to string and array, these are not primitive data types. These are non-primitive data types. These are primitive data types. These are non-primitive data types. Okay? Primitive, non-primitive. So, why we are calling this as primitive? Why we are calling this non-primitive? Can anyone?
Primitive is not object oriented,
Yes, non-object.
non-object, and non-primitive is object
Yes,
oriented.
here object concept is there. You have to create objects, right? Here you don't need to create objects. These are very basic things. You don't require objects in Java. Okay, for using these things, object creation is not required. But strings and arrays, we need to create the objects. How we created objects for arrays, guys? If you remember, I created like this, right? Int a is equal to new int of some 3. This is how I created object. New is the object. New is the keyword which is creating the object in case of arrays. So it comes under non-primitive and it uses object. Similarly, string also has a format, guys. I will come to that. Okay. So string and arrays are non-primitive data types. You just remember that. String is not a data type. Okay. Instead, it is a predefined class in Java or non-primitive data type also you can call. It's either a predefined class you can call, the predefined class in Java library. Let's find it out. Where exactly is a string? This is already Java library, right? This is already a Java library. It's already open. Let's scroll down a bit. Go to the string. LMNOPQRS ST. Alphabetically you need to search. STR. Yeah. String is a predefined class in Java. Now guys. So I already found this one in the Java 8 API. I found the string class in the Java class library, and it is clearly mentioned there that it is a predefined class in Java. String is a predefined class in Java. So how to actually represent a string? If you remember from my previous examples, I used to write like this, right? String, some name is equal to, I'll say Arun. Arun. This is my name, right? I'm storing in the format of a string, and name is a variable name, and string is a predefined class. So, do you think this is the original representation of strings? We can use like this, not an issue. But is this an original representation of the string? It's not the original, guys. Okay, this is not the original representation of the string. This will work. This representation will work. Okay, easier also. You can say this representation is very easy, but this is not the original format of the string, guys. You see, it got printed and it's working. This is not the original format of the string, guys. Original representation of string is you can use it day to day. Everyone will use this format only. I agree, but this is not the original format of the string. Whatever the format we are using is not the original format. Whatever the format for strings we are using is not the original format, guys. There's a different format. Okay, how to do that? Remove this part for now. Simply say string name is equal to new string of like this. You have to write like this. String name is equal to new string of, in the circular brackets, this is nothing but a constructor, string constructor. Okay, I will come to the constructor concept afterwards. For now, just understand at a high level. So in between that, I am passing this value Arun Motori. Okay, my name. String text I am passing here. So this is also equal to the original, the other one that I explained just now. Okay, this is the original format, guys. Original format of. Originally, you have to write things like this, but this thing is very lengthy, so you are going with the shortcut format. But this is the actual format of the strings. So here you are creating an object. New operator will create an object for this string predefined class, and for that object reference in the memory, this particular value will be stored. So when I print this name object reference, what will happen? It will print clear this older output and now run it again freshly. See, my name will be printed. This is also working. Okay, this is the original format. So because this is very hard to write, right? Every time we have to write new string, all those stuff. So they have, Java has come up with a simple format that is like this. Okay, you don't have to mention everything. This at the back side, string name is equal to new string of Arun Motor will be there. But representation wise, display wise, it looks very simple. Okay, it looks like a primitive data type thing, but it's not a primitive data type, non-primitive, guys. So even though you write like this, object will be created at the back side. Okay, internally programmatically, Java guys have managed that. Even though you write this shortcut representation, this will, when this will be processed, an object will be created at the backside, guys. Okay, though it is shown with without any new operator, but object will be created at the backend. Fine. String name is equal to Arun Motori. This is the shortcut representation. This is not the original representation. Right click run as the application. It will work, guys. Okay. Generally, everyone will use this format only. Okay. Shortcut representation they will use. They will not use the original representation. Just for the knowledge purpose, I explained this one, guys. So this is the original representation, actual representation of the strings, and this is the shortcut representation of the string. String s is equal to sample text. String s is equal to new string of sample text is the actual one. This is the shortcut representation that everyone uses. Fine, guys. Actual and shortcut representation and its usage. Now let's move to the next one. Like, let's find out how to concatenate two strings. How to concatenate two strings. So concatenation of the two strings is possible with the help of this plus operator. Okay, plus operator. With the help of plus operator, you can concatenate two strings. Let me demonstrate, guys. This is a program. Let me demonstrate. I will say string first name is equal to Arun. String last name is equal to Motor. Now string I will write full name. String full name is equal to first name plus last name. Fine. System dot. With this program, you will understand the advantage of using place operator for concatenating two strings. Okay. Print ln. I will print what I have to print. I will print full name. What's happening here, guys? Here Arun is there. Here Motor is there. Okay. Let me add some white space here. Okay. Arun space. Here Arun space is there in the first name. Here in the last name Motor is there. Right. String full name. First name plus last name. What will happen? This particular string text will be appended with this string. That is Arun space will be appended with Motori, and the result of the appending, that is Arun Motori, Arun space Motori, will be assigned to full name. When you print full name, it will print Arun space Motori. Okay. You see. Right click, run as Java application. This will be printed, guys. So here place operator is concatenating, appending first name and last name, two strings. If you want to append two strings, you have to go with the place operator. Okay, instead of defining all this stuff, simply I will say string full name is equal to directly literals I will provide. I will not provide the variables. Instead, directly literals I will provide. That's Arun is, or else you can write Arun plus some space again plus Motor. Okay. So Arun will be appended with this space, and this Arun space will be appended with Motori. So Arun space Motori will be printed here. Okay, this is how you have to use concatenation operator for concatenating two strings. Okay, fine. Now let's move to the predefined methods of strings, guys. Predefined methods of the strings. Different predefined methods of the strings. Out of all the predefined methods of the strings, the below are the methods which are useful as part of Selenium automation. Okay. So there are many strings, guys. Let's go to the string class. This is a string class in Java 8 ABI, right? Let's find out all the predefined methods of the string class. So string is a predefined class in Java and it has a predefined methods, right? String is a predefined class in Java and it has some predefined methods. So go down, go down, go down. These are all the different methods of the string class, predefined string class. What are the methods? Caret, code pointed, code point before. How many methods are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Concat method is 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Like that, guys, many are there, right? This many number of methods are there. Mostly around 50, guys. Okay, more than 50 methods are there. Predefined methods are there. These are all the predefined methods, guys. Every method has its own purpose. Every method of the string predefined class has its own purpose. Okay, but do you have to learn each and everything? You have to learn all this complete list of predefined methods of the string class? No, guys, it's not required to learn all the stuff. Okay, generally in Selenium automation, we will be using only these predefined methods mostly. Okay, mostly we'll be using these predefined methods only as part of the Selenium automation. Okay, so I'm going to only explain this stuff, guys. I'm not going to explain the complete library. Okay, if in case if you if there is a need of using any other methods here, you can go through this library, find the string predefined class in this particular page, and then go through the methods and use them appropriately. Okay, based on your requirement, you can find and use. But I'm not going to explain each and every method in this listed here, guys. Instead, I'm going to explain only the methods that are required in our day-to-day Selenium automation requirements. So first one is the equals methods, guys. Okay, string is a predefined class and equals is a predefined method of the string class. Okay, predefined. These are predefined. These are not user defined, guys. These are predefined. So first one is the equals class is equals method. Predefined method of this equals. Sorry, equals is the predefined method of the string class. So let me demonstrate the first one, equals method. Open this program. So fine, let me write string s1 is equal to Selenium WebDriver. String s2 is equal to Selenium IDE. String s3 is equal to Selenium RC. I'm just taking some random example, guys. String, so here is equal to should be there. String s4 is equal to Selenium grid. String s5 is equal to Selenium WebDriver. Okay. If I say system dot out dot println s1 dot equals is a predefined methods, guys. How to use equals method? S1, okay, S1, this variable object reference dot equals. When you say S1 dot, all the predefined methods of the strings will come because S1 is declared as string non-primitive data type, right? So this is a string is a predefined class which is defining this particular variable. When you write this particular variable which is declared as string non-primitive data type kind of thing, when you say S1 and say dot, all the predefined methods of this particular string class will be displayed, guys. Caret, all these are the, you see, all the methods are the predefined methods of the string class. Here I want to use equals method. Find out the equals method. You see, equals, right? Equals. Select this one. S1 dot equals. In this, I need to provide any other string. Let's say if I give S2, what will happen? S1 dot equals, I am supplying S2. Now I'll say another one. I'll copy paste this one. I will say S1 dot S3. S1 dot equals S3. S1 dot equals S4. S1 dot equals S5. So can anyone say the results here, guys? What will be the type of the result here? What will be the type of the result? Anyone?
Is it Boolean?
Yes, Boolean, guys. That's correct. So S1 is Selenium WebDriver dot equals S2. S2 means Selenium ID. Is Selenium WebDriver equal to a Selenium ID? When you compare these two strings, are they equal or not? They are same or not? Not, right? So here false will be printed. Okay, since Selenium WebDriver is not equal to Selenium ID, false will be printed. Now the second one, S1 dot equals S3. Selenium WebDriver is equal to Selenium RC. False. Selenium WebDriver equal to Selenium Grid. Again false. Last one, Selenium WebDriver Selenium WebDriver equals Selenium WebDriver. That's true. Here true will be printed. So when you run this program, Boolean value will be printed for each and every print statement here. And the first three print statements will result in false and last one will result in true, guys. They are the previous output and run it, right click run as Java application. You see, false, 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 true, true. Okay. This is how you have to use the equals method in strings. Now let's move to the next method, that is length method. Okay. Length predefined method of the string. So what is the predefined variable of the arrays, guys? Anyone remember what is the predefined variable of the arrays? Anyone, guys? What is the predefined variable of the arrays? Anyone?
Can you
Yes.
repeat the question again?
Yeah, I am asking what is the predefined variable of arrays? Before explaining strings, I was explaining arrays, right? I used a predefined variable in arrays. What is that predefined variable in arrays?
Length.
Yeah, come again.
Length.
Yes, correct. It's length. Length is a predefined variable in arrays, right? Length is a predefined variable in arrays. But coming to strings, length, this is not a variable, guys. This is a method, predefined method. Okay. Just see the difference. Length variable and length method. Length method belongs to string, whereas length variable predefined. These are both are predefined, but here length same name as there. Here length variable belongs to arrays. Length method predefined method belongs to string. Okay, just to keep this in mind so that you will understand things properly. So this length method in strings also is used to find the length of the string literal text. Okay. So I'll write something like this. My name is Arun. Okay. I need to find the length of this text. What is the length of this text? I need to find. So I have to write system dot out dot println. How to find s1? I want to find the length of this s1. S1 dot length method. Okay, s1 dot length predefined method. It will print the length of this string text, including the spaces it will count, including the spaces it will count between the words. Okay, so let's count manually first. 1, 2, space is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You should print 23, guys. Let's see. Right click run as Java application. So 23 port printed. Okay, this is how the length predefined method of strings can be used to find the size of the string or length of the string. Now let's move to the next predefined method of the string class, that is substring. To retrieve the portion from the actual string, I have to use substring. Is an example, guys. Substring example. You can also see the documentation in Java. Okay. So string class. This is a string class. Just go to the methods section. In that, find substring. Yeah, this is a substring, right? So what is the syntax of the substring? As per the documentation of API documentation of Java, substring of some begin index you have to provide. Okay. Let me provide some index. So s1 dot substring, and I have to provide begin index. Let me provide some begin index. I will randomly provide 11, guys. Let's see what will be the output. Afterwards, I will explain how the output came. Right click, run as Java application. Arun Motori got printed, right? So what happened here is, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? From 11, it started printing, guys. Even space was printed here, guys. Okay. It's not coming, but it's printed, it seems. So this is a start index. Start index is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or else, sorry, this is index, right? This is 1 minute. This is index, guys. Indexing is a different, right? Index, how the index will start? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It starts with 0. Indexing will start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11th index is A. From here it will start, guys, from Arun Motori. Okay, it printed from start index. S1 dot substring of start index. Whatever the index value you provide here, from that index value onwards, the text will be printed. So Arun Motori got printed. Instead of printing this complete text, if I have printed S1 here, complete my name is Arun Motori would have been printed. You see, my name is Arun Motoru would have been printed. But if I say s1 dot substring of 11, this is a starting index. The indexing start with 0. So this is the 11th index. A is the 11th. So from here till the end of the string, the complete string Arun Motoru will be printed. Right click run as the application. You see, this is the output. This is how you have to work with the substring, guys. Now let's move to the next one, that is stream. Stream. Let me add some spaces, guys. Okay, before the text and after the text. If I say, and let me create another string s2, which is nothing but s1 dot trim. Okay, here both strings are there. S1 is there, which has some spaces, and afterwards some spaces are there. But in S2, string S2 is nothing but S1 dot this predefined method trim. What trim will do is it will remove the spaces before and after the string text. Okay, before the beginning of the string text and after the ending of the string text, this particular spaces will be removed, guys. That's it. That's the advantage. It will not remove the in between spaces. These spaces will be there still. Okay, the spaces between the words of the string will not be removed, guys. Only the space which comes before the string text and the space which comes after the end of the string text will be removed. S1 dot stream. So let me print first S1 and let me print system dot out dot println. You will not see any difference because spaces will not be printed, right? So let me right click run as Java application. What happened, guys? Here, this particular space got printed. End space you cannot see. Okay, end space you cannot see because this is at the end. But beginning space you can see. So here space got printed. Here no space. Spaces got trimmed. Okay, before and after. You cannot even select. Here you can see select. I cannot drag here. If I drag here, something is getting selected. Some empty space is getting selected. Right? So this comes with spaces. S1 dot trim means it will not come with the spaces. You can do one more thing. You can simply print this thing also. System dot out dot println s1 dot length. I am printing the size of the s1, that is including the spaces it will be counting, guys. When I say system dot out dot println s2 dot length. So when I save and run it, right click run as Java application, you see 36. This size is 36, but trimmed one is 23. When spaces are not there, it will be 23 in size. Okay. So the between spaces will not be removed, guys. They will be still there. You see, the spaces got printed here. After trimming also, the between spaces will be there. Okay. The spaces between the words will not be removed, guys. Trim will not trim it. Trim means trimming kind of thing. Okay. Trim. It will not trim the inside part. The extra portion will be trimmed. The head and tail will be removed. Okay. The middle parts will not be trimmed. Okay. Suresh, you are asking me that question over chat, right? That is the explanation. Okay. The between spaces will not be trimmed. Only the beginning and ending spaces will be trimmed. Okay, great. Fine. She got it. That's how you have to work with string, guys. String predefined method of strings. Now let's go to index of method. Next predefined method here of strings is index of method. What is this index of method is used for? Okay. I will explain you why I will use. I will explain you. So let me remove this concept. So fine. So let's say I have this S1. If I say system dot out dot println S1 dot index of, in the text, in the string I will give this my letter. Okay. What will be the output? I will give one more string text. Here I will give name. What will be the output? One more string text. Here I will give is. What will be the output? One more. Sorry. Arun. One more, last one, last name. That's what to be. So what will be the value that will be printed here, guys? What will be the value that will be printed? Okay. So here my should give the index value. Index of this my, mostly it will be 0, guys. Okay. Index of name 0, 1, 2. This is 3. 3 need to be printed. Here 0 will be printed, should be printed. Here 3 should be printed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I is 8. 8 will be printed. 9, 10. A means 11 will be printed. 12, 13, 14, 15. M means 16 it should be printed. Let's see whether all these indexes are being printed. For this string, in this string, index of my should be 0. In this string, index of name should be printed as 3. This is how it should work. Right click, run as Java application. 0, 3, 8, 11, 16. That's correct, guys. But why we have to use index of? Why we have to find the index of? Why we have to use the index of methods in the programs? Generally, what happens here is, if I say system.out.println, so far I am giving the existing text. My is there, here my is there in this string text, name is there in the string text, is there in the string text, Arun is there in the string text, and motor is there in the string text. But what if I give some non-existing text? If I give something like, okay, QFox, what will happen in this case? This QFox is not there in this particular text, right? What will be printed here? What will be printed when QFox is not there in this particular text? It should print -1. If a particular text is not there in this particular string, index of should return -1. Let's see whether that is returning -1 or not. Right click, run as the application. You see -1 got printed here. That means that simple, using index of, you can find out whether the particular provided text is there in the string or not. This particular text is there in the string or not, you can find. If you are getting the output as -1, that means the text is not available. I can write like this. If s1 dot, simply I will copy paste this one, s1 dot index of QFox is double equal to -1. In this case, I will write system dot out dot println. If the index of QFox is equal to -1, then I will say QFox is not available in the S1 string. This is the output I want to print. So let me run. The output will be printed, right? Because the condition is true. QFox is not available in the string. S1 dot equals S1 dot index of QFox will result in -1. -1 equal to -1 is true. So it will go inside this if condition and print this text. Okay. So this is one of the purpose of index of case. It will return -1 if the text is not available. If the text is available, it will print the actual index of that particular text in that particular string. The last predefined method, guys, split method. Okay, split method. We'll close here. Okay, for today we'll close with this split method, guys. We'll take up the remaining tomorrow. Okay, split method. Split method to split the text into different parts based on the provided text. Very simple, guys. Very easy one. Okay. So here I will say s1 dot split of. Here I will provide some space. In between some space I will provide. Hover the mouse on the split. It is saying the return type is string single dimensional string array, guys. String single dimensional array. S2 is equal to like this. Now write. Okay, what will happen? I will tell you. For each string temp colon S2. Should practice, guys. We'll get this all this like you'll write on the floor on the air. Okay, system dot out dot println. This temp I will be printing for each loop. Okay, for each loop. So what's happening here? S1 is equal to my name is Arun Moturi, right? So I said S1 dot split of some space. That means wherever split will find a space, it will divide, guys. So in this array elements, the first element will be my. Okay, the first element in the string array will be my. The second element will be after split. This got splitted from this complete text, guys. After this got split, name is there. After name again space is there. That means name will again get split. With the help of space, we are splitting, guys. So second element will be name. Third one again space is will be splitted. So we are breaking this complete text into individual words with the help of the space, right? Is Arun. All these are the array elements. Here in this particular array, all these are array elements. So you already know the functioning of the for each loop, right? String, each element here is a string. That's why I kept string. Temp is some any variable. You can give anything, x, y, z, x, y, anything you can give here instead of temp. Temporary kind of thing. S2. So S2, what it will do? It will get the first string which got splitted from this method, and it will assign to the temp, and it will print my. After that, S2 will find any other splitted strings are there. It will find the name. So name will be assigned to temp. Temp name will be printed. Is next. Again Arun will be printed. Again motor will be printed, and it will come out of the for each loop. Let's see whether that output is coming the same way or not. You see? So first my string got printed. This complete got split into different words. My name is Arun Motori got split, right? So what if I provide something like this? Okay, and I will say instead of this space I will provide this hyphen. I am asking it to split with the help of this hyphen character, not space. What will happen? Here, how many hyphens are in this particular string? 2. That means this is one part, this is one part, this is one part. So as the first part, this will be printed, including the space. Okay, this up to here it will be printed. After that, which part will be printed? This part will be printed. After that, what will be printed? This motory part will be printed. Okay, so let's see whether I'm this time I'm getting, I should not be getting this many words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got split. Here only 3 splits. One first split, second split, third split. Let's see. Right click run as Java application. 3 splits, guys. That's it. Okay. This is how the split will work. Split will work based on the character you provide. Okay. Based on that, it will be split. So, guys, is it clear? Is everything clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Right. Any questions, guys?
No, Arun.
Okay, fine. Fine then. That's it for today, guys. Let's meet tomorrow at same time and continue with the next concepts like wrapper classes and constructors. Okay. See you guys. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Arun. Bye.
Welcome, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.